about the banking, and we would be doing the part 5. Now we were doing the 12th class economic TNSCRT, and this is our 102nd class. So in this we have completed in our previous classes introduction, historical development, commercial banks, non-banking financial institution, central bank, agricultural refinance development corporation, regional rural banks. We have also completed NABARD and its role in the agricultural credit. Yesterday we have completed the Reserve Bank of India and industrial finance. Today the topics which we would be going to do are monetary policy, and tomorrow we would be going to do the recent advancement in the banking sector. So it is related to your current affairs, the whatever has happened in the past 2 to 3 years that have been provided here. Now for exam, I will say that this and the previous chapter are enough for the economics point of view, because they have provided you enough material. Now apart from that, we would be dealing with the money market, capital market, and there is a topic that is the demonetization. Now the topics to be read today are the monetary policy only, though I have provided you the PPT of other also, but I would be completing it tomorrow. Now in the monetary policy, we would be starting with the monetary policy. So it is of two type, expansionary versus the contractionary. So we would try to understand what is expansionary and what do you mean by the contractionary. Next we would be learning about the objectives of the monetary policy, the specific object. There are some objects that we would be going to learn in this. So let's start. Now monetary policy. Now if we talk about monetary policy, it is the economic policy or the macroeconomic policy that being laid down by the central government, central bank. Remember, whenever we are talking about the monetary, it is related to the central bank, whereas if a word come as the fiscal, now this is related to the government, that is the central government, towards the management of the money supply and the interest rate. Now monetary policy, it is the demand side economic policy. So a technical word has been used. What it is demand side economic policy, which has been used by the government of a country to achieve the macroeconomic objective. Now what are these macroeconomic objectives? These macroeconomic objectives are inflation, which we have done in the detail, consumption, growth, and the liquidity. So these are the objectives, and that are dealt with this. The monetary policy gained its significance after the World War. Now the credit goes to the person that is the Milton Friedman, now who is associated with the doctrine of monetarism. Remember the word ISM जो है, it means that the वाद की बात करता है, समाजवाद, गांधीवाद. So Gandhism or the socialism, capitalism. So ISM, it means Vad or the philosophy, and for that he received the Nobel Prize. इसके लिए मिल्टन फ्रीडमैन को जो है नोबेल प्राइज से नवाजा गया था 1976 में. Now this person, you can see in the picture, this person is the Milton Friedman. Now he boldly announced in his book Monetary History of the United States 1867 to 1960 that the Great Depression that was held in the 1930s, it was largely because of the bungling monetary policies or the bungling monetary policy of the Federal Reserve Bank. It means he targeted and he pointed towards the irresponsibility of the Federal Reserve Bank. Now there are two types of the monetary policy. That means monetary means the central bank's policy. Now these are number one, expansionary. Second, it is the contractionary. Now expansionary, the policy, it is a cheap money policy. Now when a monetary authority uses its tool to stimulate the economy, so it is the expansionary policy. Now an expansionary policy, it maintain a short-term interest rate. Remember, the expansionary policy में क्या होगा, short term interest rate होंगे at a lower than the usual rate or increases the total supply of the money. So एक तो चीज ये देखो कि जो है इंटरेस्ट रेट वो कम रहेंगे, जो यूजुअली होते हैं उससे कम कर देंगे. मतलब उद्देश्य क्या है, एक्सपेंशनरी पॉलिसी इज द मनी सप्लाई को बढ़ाना है. सो now if we can say that in the time of the COVID, the bank is using the expansionary policy. Now it is the traditionally used to try to combat the unemployment by lowering interest rate in the hope that the less expensive credit will entice the businesses into the expanding. मतलब कि अगर कम इंटरेस्ट होगा तो वो पैसा उठाएंगे मार्केट से और बिजनेस बढ़ेगा, कमाई साथ साथ जो है बैंक की भी होगी और मनी सप्लाई तो होगा ही. दिस इंक्रीजेस द एग्रीगेट डिमांड. इससे क्या होगा, जो एग्रीगेट डिमांड है वो बढ़ जाएगी. नाउ वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द डिमांड अ शॉर्ट व्हाइल बिफोर, सो इट इज अ डिमांड साइड इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी. सो आई होप डेट इज अंडरस्टूड कैसे ये डिमांड साइड है कि डिमांड बढ़ाना है. नाउ आई वाज सो इन द न्यूज़पेपर इट वाज दैट द हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट इट आल्सो प्रोवाइडेड द फेस्टिवल एडवांस. सो फेस्टिवल एडवांस जो है वो एक बोला है कि अभी फेस्टिवल्स पर एडवांस मिलेगा. ग्रुप सी और ग्रुप डी के जो एम्प्लॉयज हैं उनको 18,000 एंड 12,000. सो इससे क्या होगा, अगर वो एडवांस ले लेंगे तो वो पैसा खर्च करेंगे एंड देन द डिमांड बढ़ जाएगी. द ओवरऑल डिमांड फॉर द गुड्स एंड द सर्विसेज इन एन इकोनॉमी. नाउ whereas I was listening to a news article in the DD News, there I came across that this time maybe these workers who are engaged in making the which are engaged in the MSME. Now जो स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज में एंगेज है उनको जो है अभी खतरा है, क्योंकि अभी द मेजर प्रॉब्लम हेयर वुड बी अबाउट द screen is not visible. Oh shit, sorry. I haven't shared the screen with you, sorry for that, but the class has been recorded. I would be providing you the video. Sorry, I forgot to share the screen with you. I hope this is visible to you now. ओके, सो जो लोग दिए बनाते हैं उनका जो है अभी द डिमांड इज लो दिस टाइम. नाउ द कॉन्ट्रैक्शनरी मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी इज डियर मनी पॉलिसी. तो कौन सी पॉलिसी है, इट इज द डियर मनी पॉलिसी. नाउ विच मेंटेन्स द शॉर्ट टर्म इंटरेस्ट रेट. सो ये मेंटेन करती है शॉर्ट टर्म इंटरेस्ट रेट दैट आर हायर देन द यूजुअल, which slows the rate of the growth in the economy, sorry, in the money supply, or even shrinks it. तो जो एक्सपेंशनरी है, कॉन्ट्रैक्शनरी उसका ऑपोजिट हो जाएगा, पैसे को वापस खींच लेना. Now this slows the short term economic growth and lessen the inflation. Now contractionary monetary policy can lead to the increased unemployment and depressed borrowings and spending by the consumers and the businesses, now which can eventually result in an economic recession if implemented too vigorously. Remember that also. Now what is the important in this? Important is that it will result into the economic recession if implemented too vigorously. That is important. Now these are the two phases of the monetary policy. One is inflation, other is recession. Now inflation, borrowing easy होगी, very important. I am marking it 3 star for your exam point of view. एग्जाम से पहले एक बार इसको देख लेना, very important. Now consumer buy more. So महंगाई होती, महंगाई to monetary policy में consumer to buy the more. चीप मनी पॉलिसी भी बोलते हैं इसको. बिजनेस एक्सपेंड करेगा, मोर पीपल एम्प्लॉय होंगे, पीपल स्पेंड करेंगे मोर. नाउ नेक्स्ट, डियर मनी पॉलिसी, बोरोइंग बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगी. देन कंज्यूमर, वो लेस बाय करेंगे बिकॉज उनके पास पैसा नहीं होगा. यहां पर कंज्यूमर बाय कर रहे थे मोर बिकॉज दे वर हैविंग द मनी. बिजनेस पोस्टपोन कर देंगे देयर एक्सपेंशन, नई ब्रांच नहीं खोलेंगे, दूसरे स्टेट में जो है एक्सटेंड नहीं करेंगे बिकॉज दे रिक्वायर द चीप लोन. लोन इज नॉट डियर और नॉट द चीप. नाउ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इंक्रीज हो जाएगी क्योंकि जो कंपनियां हैं वो कटौती करेंगी, जो एक्स्ट्रा जो उनका खर्चा है उसको कम करने की कोशिश करेंगी. नाउ प्रोडक्शन, इट विल रिड्यूस. So very important for your exam point of view. Do read this for your exam, do learn this for your exam. Now we will begin with the what are the objectives of the monetary policy. The monetary policy is in the developed economy has to serve the function of the stabilization and maintaining the proper equilibrium in the economic system. Now in developed economies, if we talk about the developed economies like the USA and the Europe, now there the monetary policy, it helps in, or the objective is stabilization and maintaining proper equilibrium, or we can say balancing. So objective, one of the objective is balancing. Now, but in case of the underdeveloped countries, the monetary policy has to be more more dynamic so as to meet the requirements of an expanding economy by creating suitable conditions for the economic progress. Now, it is now widely organized that the monetary policy can be powerful tool for the economic transformation. Now more important is the objectives that we would be going to learn now. Now what are the objective? Neutrality of the money, stability of the exchange rate, price stability, then full employment, economic growth, equilibrium in the balance of the payment. Now these things are important that we would be going to learn one by one. Now here first comes is the neutrality of the money. Now economics like Wickstick, Hayek and Robertson. Now remember that these names are not asked by UPSC in the prelims. Prelims से आपसे नाम नहीं पूछेगा, basically concept पूछेगा. But in mains you can write these names. Are the chief exponent of the neutral money. Now they hold the view that the monetary authority should aim at the neutrality of the money in the economy. So in economy इकोनॉमी में क्या होना चाहिए, न्यूट्रलिटी होनी चाहिए पैसे की। नाउ मनी मॉनेटरी चेंजेस वुड बी द रूट कॉज ऑफ द ऑल द इकोनॉमिक फ्लक्चुएशन, जितनी भी फ्लक्चुएशन होती है इकोनॉमी में, सो द root cause of that is the monetary changes. Now, according to the neutralist, the monetary changes they cause the distortion and disturbances in the proper operation of the economic system of the country. Next comes is the exchange rate stability. So जो exchange rate है वो stable होना चाहिए, was the traditional objective of the monetary policy. मतलब पहले जो मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी बनाई जाती थी वो इस उद्देश्य से बनाई जाती थी कि स्टेबिलिटी लाई जाए एक्सचेंज रेट में। नाउ इट वाज द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव अंडर द गोल्ड स्टैंडर्ड अमंग द डिफरेंट कंट्रीज। नाउ व्हेन देयर वाज डिसइक्विलिब्रियम और द डिसबैलेंस इन द बीओपी दैट वी कॉल एज द बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट of the country, it was automatically corrected by the movements. It was popularly known as the expend currency and credit when the gold is coming in, contract currency and credit when gold is going out. जब आ रहा है, जब पैसा आ रहा है, और that is called as the expend currency. now coming in gold या फिर क्रेडिट माने लोन की बात करो, ये लोन और गोल्ड अगर आएगा तो उसको हम बोल देंगे एक्सपेंडिंग करेंसी और दी एक्सपेंड करेंसी बोलेंगे। वहीं दूसरा जो है आपका, अगर गोल्ड जा रहा है और लोन दे रही हैं, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट या फिर लोन दिया जा रहा है, loan is going, that will be called as the contract currency. now ये जो सिस्टम है it will correct the disequilibrium in the balance of the payment and exchange rate stability वो maintain होगी। now do not bother about what is BOP, so we would be learning at the stage when it is required, it is not required at this stage. सो आगे जब ये इसकी ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, एक बड़ा टॉपिक है, हम इसको डिटेल में करेंगे। ना कुछ टॉपिक मैं छोड़ देता हूँ, वो बाद में आपके ऑटोमेटिकली कवर हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज इन दिस बैंकिंग ऑल्सो एट द लास्ट स्टेज वन ऑफ द लाइक द RTGS और NEFT, ये जो आपके टॉपिक थे ये बाद में कवर हो जाएंगे। demonetization and all the current topics they would be covered. Now it must be noted that if there is instability exchange rate में, वो उससे क्या होगा, it will result in the outflow or inflow of the gold, resulting in the unfavorable balance of the payment. Now therefore stable exchange rate उसको advocate किया जाता है। अगला है प्राइस जो है वो स्टेबल होना चाहिए, प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी किसके द्वारा कहा गया, कीन्स के द्वारा और क्रस्टव कैसल के द्वारा ये कहा गया दैट द प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी वो मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव होना चाहिए मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी का। प्राइस जो स्टेबिलिटी है उसको मोस्ट जेन्युइन ऑब्जेक्टिव माना जाता है मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी का। मींस जो मेन उद्देश्य है मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी का, उसका मार्केट में प्राइस को कम करना, कंट्रोल करना। फॉर एग्जांपल अभी टॉप की जो प्राइस बढ़ा हुआ है उसको जो है कम करना उद्देश्य है ऑफ द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी। नाउ स्टेबल प्राइसेस रिपोज पब्लिक कॉन्फिडेंस, इट प्रमोट बिजनेस एक्टिविटी, एंश्योर करते हैं इक्विटेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द वेल्थ। नाउ इस एज अ कॉन्सिक्वेंस देयर इज जनरल वेव ऑफ द प्रोस्पेरिटी एंड वेलफेयर in the community, but it is admitted that the price stability does not mean price rigidity or the price stagnation. एक छोटा सा भी इंक्रीज होता है प्राइस लेवल में, इट प्रोवाइड अ टॉनिक फॉर द इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, इट कीप्स ऑल virtues ऑफ अ स्टेबल प्राइस। नेक्स्ट फुल एम्प्लॉयमेंट। सो ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है कि सबको नौकरियां मिले, सब एम्प्लॉयड हों। Now during world depression the problem of the unemployment has increased rapidly. It was regarded as the socially dangerous, economically wasteful, and morally deplorable. Now, if you use such type of the word in your mains exam, like these times of the rhymings, socially dangerous, economically wasteful, since these type of the words or these adjectives will help you get extra marks, because you are conveying a large message with two words. दो शब्दों में आपने एक बहुत बड़ी बात बोल दी, सोशली डेंजरस, इसमें बहुत बड़ी बात छुपी हुई है, इकोनॉमिकली वेस्टफुल, morally deplorable. And same is also applicable for the interview. जितना बोलो सटीक बोलो, ठीक है, राउंड अबाउट में बात नहीं करनी. Now, thus, the full employment was considered as the main goal of the monetary policy. With the publication of the Keynes Journal Theory of the Employment, Interest and the Money in 1936, the objective of the full employment gained the full support as the chief objective of the monetary policy. Next comes is the economic growth. अगला जो है point वो है economic growth. Now, economic growth is an objective of the monetary policy. Economic growth एक progress है जिससे जो है real per capita income एक country की वो increase होती है over a long period of time. So you should be remembering this definition. Now, economic growth है क्या? एक ये process है जिसके द्वारा क्या इंक्रीज होती है, रियल पर कैपिटा इनकम क्या होता है उसका इंक्रीज होती है, और कैसे, लंबे समय में. तो ये याद रखो ऐसे, ये इंप्लाई करता है एन इंक्रीज इन द टोटल फिजिकल और रियल आउटपुट प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स फॉर द सेटिस्फेक्शन ऑफ द ह्यूमन वांट्स. नाउ रिमेंबर द थ्री प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. सबसे पहले जब भी हम मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक स्टार्ट करते हैं तो हम बताते हैं कि तीन प्रॉब्लम है इकोनॉमी में. व्हाट टू प्रोड्यूस, फॉर whom टू प्रोड्यूस, क्या प्रोड्यूस करना है, किसके लिए प्रोड्यूस करना है, और कितना प्रोड्यूस करना है. Therefore, the monetary policy should promote sustained and the continuous economic growth by maintaining equilibrium between the total demand जो कि पैसे के लिए है and total production capacity, and further it creating a favorable condition for saving and investment. Now, for bringing this equality between demand and supply, flexible monetary policy is the best course, remember that. And the next and the last one here is the equilibrium in the balance of the payment that promotes the monetary policy's objective. One of the objective is that now, equilibrium, or we can say that the balance in the balance of payment. तो equilibrium को मान लो कि एक ऐसा पॉइंट है जहां पर बैलेंस हो जाता है. So balance in the balance of payment is another objective of the monetary policy which emerged significant in the post-war years. This is simply due to the problem of the international liquidity on the account of the growth of the world trade at a faster speed than the world liquidity. Earlier also I explained the meaning of the word liquidity. I hope you remember that. और मैंने इस वर्ड लिक्विडिटी को स्पेशली जब मैंने मनी सप्लाई का चार्ट बनाया था, आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय द लिक्विडिटी. इट वाज फेल्ट दैट द इंक्रीजिंग ऑफ द डेफिसिट इन द बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट वो इट रिड्यूस द एबिलिटी ऑफ द इकोनॉमी टू अचीव अदर ऑब्जेक्टिव. इसका रिजल्ट क्या होता है? एज अ रिजल्ट मैनी लेस डेवलप्ड कंट्री have to curtail their import, which adversely affect their development activities. Therefore, monetary authority makes effort to maintain equilibrium in the balance of payments. Now, this was all that I have to do today. So, only one part we have completed. Now, 3 topics are left which we would be doing tomorrow. So, one by one. Now let me show you what are the topics. Now we would be doing the e-banking, what we mean by e-banking. Then after e-banking, RTGS, NEFT, and you can read this also. Now there are some current changes that you have to update. अभी रिसेंटली जो है कुछ नए चेंजेस हुए हैं, वो उसका ध्यान रखना है करंट अफेयर से रिलेटेड. ये बुक पहले पब्लिश हुई होगी इसलिए इसको अपडेट नहीं किया गया होगा. नाउ 24/7 इट इज़ अवेलेबल. अर्लियर टाइम होता था इसका. नाउ ऑटोमेटेड टेलर मशीन वी वुड बी डूइंग टुमारो. Apart from that, Paytm is also given, or we can say that not the Paytm, we would be studying about the small payment banks, or we can say that what do you mean by the payment bank, and one of the example of the payment bank is the Paytm. Next here comes is the debit card and the credit card in the detail. Now recent issues about the NPA, the word NPA comes again and again in the news, and merger of the banks, they have dealt with that also. Why the government is merging these banks? Money market, then capital market, what is difference between both, and the last topic, that is the demonetization, that we would be going to do. What is the objective of the demonetization? Now when you will see that was all in this class, and this topic we will be doing tomorrow. Now